There are 8 strong signs that you're settling for the wrong person. Let me guess. Your present relationship doesn't make you happy. You tell yourself, but every relationship has its low points. Still, you can't shake the feeling that they should be feeling better than this. But being in a relationship is hard. You tell yourself, they take work. And yet, you're so tired that you feel like you're the only one pushing a rock uphill. Where do you stop? How do you know if it's just a phase or if you're giving up and settling for a bad relationship? Here are 8 important signs. 1. Your relationship will only work in the future. The first sign that you're settling is that you hope your partner will change. Things aren't great right now, but you can see where they could go. You keep going by telling yourself that you and your partner just need more time together. It's never a good bet to bet that someone will change. Yes, it is possible to change someone's behavior, but it's not good to expect that from your partner if you want to be happy in your relationship. Accepting your partner is one of the most important parts of a good, happy relationship. If one of you thinks that the other person needs to change a lot for the relationship to work, then you aren't meant to be together. 2. You give in instead of giving in. When it comes to sharing, both people in a healthy relationship need to do their part. If your partner consistently doesn't care about how you feel, that's not a good sign. When you say you're worried, a good partner will make you feel better. They show that you and your partner work well together and care about what's important to you. Watch how your partner responds when you tell them what you want or need, like more quality time together. Not what they say, but what they do shows if they can meet you halfway. If your partner hasn't been good about meeting your needs in the past, but you feel like you're doing everything you can to make things work, you're settling. 3. It's both very hot and very cold. How often do you feel happy with your partner? Is that usually the case? 75%? 40%? 10%? Are you sad most of the time, but you hold on to the good times you and your partner had a long time ago? Be truthful with yourself about this. Zach Brittle, who wrote the best-selling book The Relationship Alphabet, says that healthy relationships have at least 5 good exchanges for every bad one. Things won't always be sunshine and roses, but the good times should be more frequent than the bad ones. 4. None of your friends or family see it. Don't put too much stock in this one. The thoughts of others shouldn't have a big impact on your relationship, but they can give you some good ideas. For example, I paid attention when 3 people close to me told me they thought my ex was a jerk. Even if your friends and family aren't the best judges of your relationship, it's not a good sign if they think you're settling. 5. You'd leave if you knew you could do better. When you're in your early 20s, dating feels fun and easy, but as you get closer to 30, it starts to feel like time is running out. You might be in a bad relationship, but if you look at the other people you could date, you might think, this is probably the best it's going to get. Because the idea of dating in their 30s scares them, many 29-year-old women feel like they're stuck with the guy they're with. Even if the relationship isn't great, you're meant to settle down by age 30, even if that means settling. I say that if you think you can do better, you should at least give it a shot. 6. You don't have similar goals. He wants to move to another state, but you'd rather stay where you are. You want to get married, but he isn't sure. He wants 3 kids, but you don't like kids. No matter how great things are at first, if your goals aren't the same, things will finally stop moving forward. You should talk to each other about your relationship and life goals. If your ideas about making a life together are very different, you might end up resenting each other for having to compromise. 7. You're falling, not choosing. An interesting fact is that couples who live together before getting married tend to be less happy with their marriage and more likely to get a divorce. It's called the cohabitation effect. Meg Jay, a clinical psychologist, and author of The Defining Decade, says that many couples move in together for ease and then slide into marriage because it's the next step, instead of reviewing their relationship. Jay says that the requirements for moving in together are much lower than those for getting married. However, once a couple moves in together, they feel locked in because it's harder and more expensive to break up. If you're in this situation, you should think about whether you really want to marry this person or if you're just living with them for now. 8. You know in your gut. Your gut feeling can tell you a lot about how your relationship is going. Do you worry about the relationship all the time? Do you feel like your partner doesn't fully see you or love you? Does your partner make you feel like you're too needy for wanting more? If the answer is yes, it's clear that you are with the wrong person. In good relationships, the butterflies fade away and are replaced by a feeling of comfort and safety. You don't constantly worry that your partner doesn't love you because they give you the physical and mental support you need. When you have a bad gut feeling, it usually means you're settling. One last thing. If you're reading this piece, you probably know deep down that you're settling. It's not up to me to tell you whether you should stay or leave, but I will say this. I've never regretted leaving a relationship where I thought I was settling, even if it meant being single for a long time afterward.